the Indians. From across the seas we came to shore. Seeking dreams, we journeyed some more. Yet, in the annals of Jamaica's past, our presence intertwined with shadows cast. Amidst the sugarcane's swaying grace, we found ourselves in a foreign place. But history tells of a complex tale where freedom's light faced a darker veil. For while we came with hopes anew, we tread on ground where slavery grew. Our labor joined the oppressed and bound in fields where agony knew no sound. Though our journey bore a different plight, our presence echoed through the night. So let's not forget our part in Jamaica's history, with spices and curry and colorful saris bright and bold. Through dances, laughter, and joyful songs, our culture's story is proudly told.
This morning. All right, we're here representing the Chinese. In 1838, slavery was abolished in all British colonies. Jamaica being one of them, slavery was also abolished. After the abolition of slavery, the slaves left the plantation, and so it created a labor shortage. To alleviate this labor shortages, they seek to get people from China who had a very large population, mainly poor people. So they were seeking cheap labor. In 1845, the first set of Chinese arrived in Jamaica, and they were called indentured servants. They were scheduled to work for 5 years, after which they could return to China or remain in Jamaica. The plantation life became strenuous for them, and after a while, they ventured off into setting up little shops here and there. In 1870, another set of Chinese arrived from Panama who were involved with the Panama Canal. They came over, and some came from other Caribbean islands. And as you know, they ventured into restaurants and other things and setting up shops. They were mainly involved in dry goods haberdashery, and to a lesser extent, they controlled the distributive trade. In the mid-1990s, Hong Kong, which was a British colony up to 1997, went back to the Chinese, and so we had an influx of Chinese coming into Jamaica. In present day, the Chinese have been involved in infrastructure development and other banking institutions. They are also being involved in the ports of Jamaica. They continue to be a part of the Jamaican economy, and they continue to do well. The Chinese, as you know, have brought, all those people who love Chinese food, they have brought in soy sauce, chow mein, and the different teriyaki chicken, sweet and sour chicken, and all of those. All of those people who love those food, those were introduced to the Jamaican cuisine. So people, many people love Chinese dishes. So we continue to be part, a very important part of our economy. At this point in time, they also even own most of our ports. They are very influential. It is said that the Chinese population amounts to approximately 25,000, which I believe is more. And here we come today, we have Jamaica, Indian, Chinese, Lebanese, Syrians, all one people. As this motto says, out of many, one people. We are all one people.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Vote tomorrow. Make sure.
The English. In Jamaica's history, a tale untold of conquest, struggles, and stories untold. From across the ocean, ships did sail, bearing burdens of hardships, sorrow, and travail. The English came with chains and might, imposing their will with unyielding sight. Through sugarcane fields, their captives toil and bled, their labor fueling an empire spread.
Yet amidst oppression, resilience rose in the hearts of those who dared to oppose. From bondage emerged a spirit strong, a longing for freedom, a defiant song.
Through trials and tribulations they had endured, their voices rising, their strength assured. So let us remember the struggles they faced and honor the heroes who were never disgraced. For in their fight for equality and rights, they paved the way for brighter days and nights.
Amen.
Good morning. Good morning. Today, we are Africans, but we are representing the county of Liberia. So I just told you good morning. Liberia is a nation in the West Africa. It is one of 15 counties called Sinai. Sinai is the capital of Greenville, which is also called Sisa. That means born around the sea. Liberia became a nation in 1847 through the United States of America. US dollars and Liberian dollars is the money or currency that is legally used. The country is 6 hours ahead of America in time difference. Liberia has an international airport named Robert International Airport with 2 domestic ports. The country's rainy season starts April 15th to September. The heaviest of the rain falls between June to August. Liberia is rich in some minerals, resources such as rubber, timber, gold, etc. Only 10% of the nation are farmers. They import food. In Liberia, no selling is done on a Sunday. It's a very religious county. No selling whatsoever. And also, Christianity Liberia was the first county to accept Christianity. So they are one of the most religious counties. And our presentation continues.
I want to tell us a little about similarities
between Jamaica and Liberia. And my brothers and sisters, while we have chosen Liberia, Liberia is a part of our global prayer meeting that we meet every day. And Sister Doreen Parker represents also a part of that global prayer meeting. We meet every day except Sunday at 12 noon, and on Saturdays we meet at 10. So we have people from Liberia who are part of our global prayer group, and that is why we chose Liberia. Liberia has most of the same foods that we have here in Jamaica, such as mangoes, guava, papaya, orange, banana, grapefruit, soursop called sour. They also have breadfruit, coconut, cassava. They have food called golden plum. And if you notice, agriculture, just like what is happening here in Jamaica, they are going away from agriculture and into importation, which is not a very good thing. Let's talk about their food. Mostly they eat rice every day. It is the most common food that is cooked in Liberia, and they eat it with a lot of stew, a lot of soup, to name a few. Cassava leaf soup, potato soup, water green stew, palm nut soup. Cassava is grated or grind to make fufu that is eaten by hand. They usually eat by hand, even if they are sitting at the table. Liberia has a tradition of baking cornbread, sour bread, rice bread, banana bread, and cake. Cassava, plantain, yam, fish meat, chicken, and vegetable water green is also called spinach. I'm sure this morning that we as Jamaicans love to cook. So I'm going to introduce to you one of the main menus that Liberia cooks. Now this is called the water green stew, made from spinach. The ingredients are meat, chicken, and or fish, water green spinach, black pepper, hot pepper, salt and oil, garlic, onion, scallion, thyme. The method is, and I hope you are carefully listening, clean and cut meat in small portions, wash and season. Yes? Season with chopped garlic, scallion, and onion. It says that you are to set, or what you would say, beat the onion and cause the spinach to marinate. Set meat or meats, fish aside to marinate. Wash water green and drain. Slice or cut up. And then it says, fry the meat or the fish or the chicken. If you are using meat, you have to fry it until it is brown. When well brown, add water little by little until meat is almost tender. Place a pot on the coal pot to heat. When it is heated, it is acquired by adding the green. So you cook, add small portions of water, add onion, garlic, pepper, stir stir regularly when cooked. Add meat, fish, or chicken. Stir the combination. All ingredients. Serve with rice, food, and food of your choice. It's a very lengthy one, but I'm sure you will enjoy it. And that was mentioned that most meals are cooked on the coal pot. Yes, not stove. God bless you.